Just unloaded my tile here and thought I'd walk over to the plow. I don't often see it this up close. This is a tile cart or spinner, whatever you want to call it. It picks those rolls up, and then you can drive down the field with it and just slowly unroll along the route that the plow is going to take. So this is a big machine. That is a heavy sucker, like really heavy. Look at the size of these cleats. Ugh. That's that's pretty aggressive. They took the engine out of it 2 years ago, I think. So they rebuilt that on I think it was December. So it's pretty cold. They did not really enjoy that, I don't think. The guy sits up in that box there. Excuse me. So, I'm just quickly going to explain the basics. So you've got this whole arm here. That's the shoe, I believe you'd call it. So this giant thing is what goes into the ground. And as you can see, it goes up to there, which I'll just stand beside it. That gives you a reference. I'm 6'1", so it can go down pretty deep. So the excavator there would, how do I do this? Just imagine right along here is a main tile. So the excavator came and it dug a hole right here. So now the plow can set itself down to the level of that main drain, say 4 or 5 feet in the ground. Then it's not set up right now, but the tile will be fed in the top there. Those wheels will, it'll come in actually. It'll come in right there, and it'll go over top of those wheels. Those kind of help feed it in, and it'll come down this pipe down into the top there. I'll go back to the other side. So the tile's coming out through there, and it's going down, 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 and out here. So that's where the tile comes out. So this is just ripping through the ground, and then the ground will just kind of fold back on top of the tile. So you pull the tile up, connect it to your main, and then the tile plow takes off down the field. And it goes pretty slow, but I think they can put in, if on a really good field, they could put in 24,000 feet in a day. But I think the average more like 10 or 12. Whew. That's kind of a quick, basic explanation of how the tile plow works. So by the time I come back up, all those rolls there will be ripped into the ground on this farm somewhere. Not all in this little field, but somewhere. And this dozer, it's a D6H. It's an older machine, but it's a solid chunk of metal too. And he's got some sort of attachment on here to dig up brush or tree roots. Looks like it could push a lot. And he's been into some tree branches too, the way that looks. Anywho, that wasn't the best explanation of the tile plow, but I might It'd be fun to actually take video of it running sometimes, but the problem is I'm generally ahead of them. So I'm going to the farm where they're going to be going next, and not the one that they're actually working at currently. Or I come up, if I load at say 8 o'clock in the morning, it's 8 p.m. by the time I get here, so they're long gone. They like to start early and then they're done by 4 or 5 o'clock, or even 3 o'clock, especially when it gets warm. Like I said before, the plastic tile, the black tile will heat up and it'll get soft. So when you run it through that machine, it'll actually stretch it too much when it gets too warm. So they'll start at 4 o'clock in the morning when the tile has cooled off overnight, and they might only run till noon when it's hot, just because that black tile retains too much heat from the sun, and that just doesn't work. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why they're not here today. They obviously moved everything up. Monday they were still on St. Joseph Island there, so they must have finished that yesterday and moved everything up today. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up, tie down, then we'll go see if we can turn around. Alright, just got unloaded here. Let's go find the turnaround. Somewhere in the distance. It took a bit longer than usual to unload. The entryway to the field there was pretty rough, and I had to go really careful so that I didn't have a repeat of a couple weeks ago there where I dropped a roll because of the machine lurching forward so much. I could have very easily done the same thing. And then once I got off the road, I had to drive it a little ways down the field, so just took a little longer. Can't be far. The number's only like 200 further than the other one. Still, I guess there's a little lake back this road, but it's amazing how many cars are on here for such a tiny road. Here. I drive too slow for them. Alright, I need 950. Wherever that is. Might be right at this curve. It looks like there's a little road that goes on further. But we shall see. That's the one I need. Park. I think that's what she said. Oh, apparently this is the park. It's just basically a loop, and you come down to the water. Neat. This is a pretty location. Alright, this is pretty cool. When am I ever going to get to Puddingstone Park again? Figured I'd take my opportunity while I was here and see what it was, but it's basically the driveway where I backed in here to turn around. It just makes a loop and it comes up to the water there, and that's about it, I think. Maybe there's more down that other driveway, but yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go to the truck stop. I need food. Definitely need food. Actually had lunch. I don't know why I'm so hungry. Weird. That is, if I can make it out the driveway here. We'll see about that. It's gonna be tight. It'll be very tight. Okay, let's see if we can get out. Definitely gonna have to drive on the grass. I think if I have to come back here, I might try for a little road. I think that might almost be better. Hey, that's actually, must be sharper the other way, because that just came right out. I almost wonder if I should have tried that road there, but that's really uphill and it's really sharp too, so yeah, I don't know. This was a snug one, but we made it and we got to see some water that I probably will never see again in my lifetime. How's that for a thought? Anywho, you've already seen this, all this part. I'm just going back past the farm where I just delivered now, and then we shall head for Nairn Center. Welcome to the jungle. I've made it 1 kilometer in the last hour and a quarter. Putting in the big miles. Oh, man. I should have checked the traffic report. Apparently the 400's closed. A couple miles ahead here. So, I guess I get to wait for a while yet. I'm actually moving right now, but I haven't moved much, that's for sure. Two and a half hours, 2.4 kilometers. Yay! Look what I found. It's the old man's truck. Just stopped at the Cambridge on road here. And Dad's backing away out of frame. This is a truck he drives. Can carry a lot more weight than me. Anyway. There he goes. He's pretty camera shy, so we'll let him just wave. Yeah, show off your pretty lights. Anyway, we're just at the Cambridge en route, and I got caught in a traffic jam on the 400. The 400 was closed, and I got stopped at the 407, but I can't take the 407, so I had to wait. It was 3.4 kilometers to Finch Avenue. That took 3 hours. So I was talking to Dad, and he was unloading east of Peterborough, close to Norwood, when I got stopped. And by the time I got through that, it took me, so that was 3 hours, another 40 minutes to get cross city to 427. And then I lost another 15 minutes on the 401 in traffic. So by the time that was all done, he had unloaded his feed, driven all the way from east of Peterborough through Toronto, and was right behind me coming into Cambridge here. So we figured we'd stop, say hi. Did not expect to be coming through here at the same time as him, but what do you do? Somebody must have been having a much worse day than me anyway, so I don't know what happened, but it can't have been good, so prayers for whatever that was. Anyway, I better go home and make some haylage. Alright. I'm at home. Wow. It took me 11 hours to do a 6-hour drive. That is not ideal. The whole trip until I got to Toronto was pretty good. It really was. Oh. Get stiff driving all the time. Up to Toronto, went great. I had some fun at Puddingstone Park yesterday. All that good stuff. And then I hit the 400. I should have gone around the top. Or I should have checked the traffic report. Or I should have installed my CB a couple weeks ago when I was gonna. Because that would have saved me probably. So guess what I'm doing this weekend now? But, you know what? I made it home. What's another 5 hours in the truck, right? It's just a little unusual, that's all. Anyway, now I gotta go prep. Or clean out the bunk, I guess, for haylage. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.